Hello, everybody. It's Shay Douglas here, and today I wanted to share something new, something that is a little bit of an adventure that's going to push the boundaries for me personally, but something that I want to share with you. Most importantly, I want to be really real, share what's relevant, and open up this way of relating that can, I hope and intend to also inspire action and empower change. So I guess I'll give you the introduction to this little series. And the whole idea of this, I'm embarking on a new 90-day video blog challenge. So I'll be doing vlogs for the next 90 days, once a week, every Thursday, sharing with you my experiences around topics from health, well-being, change, transformation, nature, breath work, feeling-based relating, and evolution, mostly because these are the things that I love and am passionate about, and I really want to share it with you. And so I found that videos are one of the best platforms and ways to enable a conversation. And so in this conversation, ideally, this becomes open communication, which means I would love your input. I would love to hear from you. So nice to see so many people commenting and waving right now, watching live. These are going to be live videos. So if just let us know where you're watching from, where in the world, where you're tuning in from. I can see so many people from all over the world joining right now. And I guess the main intention for these videos is really to have the conversation with you, but also have a space that I could share on a weekly basis what's really going on in life, what's, the raw elements, the juicy goodness, and also the challenging times, and what I'm using as tools to be able to overcome those challenges in life, which is inevitable for all of us. So much changing in the world, so much evolving rapidly at a rapid pace. I just wanted to ultimately have a space to be able to share, and something that this has become is a way of relating that is based on how I'm feeling. And so nice to see Annalise tuning in from Denmark. Lovely to see you. We got Peter from Germany tuning in. This is awesome. It's so nice. Great way to connect with you all. And I just wanted to share the main purpose behind doing these videos is really to make use of the function of our time on earth. So oftentimes what I've found in my own life is that I would find it very difficult to openly express. And it's part of my subconscious programming from a young boy that I couldn't fully share my truth. And so now I've gone on the other end of the spectrum where I felt and I found my voice, I found platforms, I found this video content, I found these social media spaces that I really feel it's relevant to share. And I hope that inspires you to also share your voice and your message. And I'd really love to hear from you. If you want to leave us a comment, let us know what you feel is relevant for you to share. And what I want to share today is the 10th of June, 2021. It's nearly 5 o'clock on a Thursday afternoon here in Australia. And I'm back in Cairns. It's really been an exciting last month for me because I've been touring with the Regeneration film, the new documentary that we just released. Huge thanks to my brother, Thomas Louth, who's been on this journey with me. I wish he was on the tour with me. And more importantly, thanks to all the people who featured in the film, all the people who helped to create the film. Pablo's in there with the cinematography. We had Jordan Squire. We had such an amazing team of people coming together to collaborate and create this film to inspire others to be the change. But more on that, I really wanted to share something that's been happening today, which is I was at Queensland TAFE sharing a small exercise with upcoming athletes. And why is that relevant is because my history is I left Australia when I was 17 years old, embarking on a journey overseas as I got a soccer scholarship to play in the United States. And I was following my passion, my career, pursuing my dreams. At that point, I was just gun-ho ready to play soccer at a level that would hopefully lead me to become a professional. And I thought going and playing in the United States in college soccer would give me a great opportunity, great stepping stone to that doorway. And I just want to say g'day to Diederik. He's just tuning in from Belgium. So nice to see you, brother. And it's really exciting in this journey that I've been on, because what I've started to realize after I was living in the United States, giving it full crack, giving it the best shot I could, I ended up with 3 knee injuries and going completely off course, totally lost, desolate, really kind of confused young boy, I would say. Ended up on a Netflix documentary, going to wild parties, being, totally out there with off on this crazy journey that ultimately, what I realize now is, in reflection of it, has led me back and played a purpose, had the function of making me realize who I really am and what my true purpose is. Because at the time I was living out the identity of an athlete. I thought that was my main drive and mission in life. And so I was going down that path so strong, and realizing that once it came crumbling down after 3 knee reconstructions and told by the doctor that I would never play again, I was absolutely devastated. That was my whole life, my whole dream, everything come crumbling down. And it was this moment in my life where I thought, why am I here? What am I actually meant to be doing here? And started asking those deeper existential questions of life, like, what is actually my purpose? And it was at that moment where I had the crossroads, and I started to discover yoga and started to discover meditation and breath work and pranayama, and leading me back to today, where I'm at now, where I was at the Queensland TAFE working with young athletes, teaching them about the powerful implications of being aware of your breath and how it can help you shift your state from energizing, uplifting if you increase the breath and you want to get energy and you want to get prepared for a big game, if you're feeling sluggish and you're ready to really pump it, or you got a big event coming up, or in the opposite, how to actually calm yourself down. You got a big game tomorrow, you got a big event happening, and you want to get a good night's sleep, and the nerves are really there and your heart rate's still going, how to calm the body down. And so it was like I had this moment today where I was just like blown away to look at the journey that I've been on over the last 5-6 years now. It's 2021. I got to pinch myself and remind myself, and realizing, wow, it's so beautiful that one, I had this opportunity to really see my own growth in so many ways, and also help in aspiring athletes on their journey so that they can be more aware, more embodied, more grounded, and have the tools to be able to navigate certain challenges in their life as they move through their sporting careers. And it was a huge realization for me, and I feel super grateful. And that's something that is like alive in me right now, is how grateful I feel that for this journey. Even it's often that I find myself falling back into the self-judgment, falling back into the self-critiquing. And even to do this video, sometimes I think, what are people going to think of me? And I get caught up in all the little stories that, that I'm not good enough, and I don't have worthy, and like all this stuff from the past, and to be able to let it all go and know that deep in my heart that sharing these intimate stories, this real and raw way of relating based upon feelings, and can open up my heart, can open up other people's hearts. And my intention is to empower you to be able to do the same, so that you can actually go out and do what it is that you truly desire, and realize your power within that you have to achieve anything. And that's the amazing thing about the breath. On the weekend, I was down at the Prana Fest on the Sunshine Coast. And if you don't know what prana is, it's an ancient Vedic word that has been around for a long time, Sanskrit. And prana is essentially the life force, the breath. It's speaking to the breath and how that gives us energy. It gives us life. And when we really look at the breath, it's the first thing we do when we wake up. When we come into this world, when we are born. And it's the last thing we do when we die. Think about someone on their deathbed, and they exhale, and that's their life done. And you might be thinking, why is that relevant? Well, in this 90-day vlog challenge that I'm doing, I'm going to do videos every week. I'm going to share what's going on in my world, what's relevant, and really just share this with you in an open space that becomes open source education or information, and based upon real life experience. So this is my life experience. This is what I have gone through and that I've learned from, and kind of the gold nuggets that I really want to share with you in this format of feeling-based relating. And so being on the weekend at the Prana Fest on the Sunshine Coast, I had 3 days in this environment where everyone is focusing on their breath, breathing deep through breath work, doing the sound healings, doing the yoga, doing the pranayama, expanding their lung capacity and also their energetic field into this environment where everything is now becoming more interconnected, more open, more receptive. And it was like one of the most beautiful festivals I've ever been to in my life. And I've been to many festivals, which I'll be happy to touch on. You know, I've been to festivals overseas in Oregon. I've been to eclipse festivals in Sulawesi. I've been to folk festivals many times down at Woodford. I've been to lots of different kind of yoga festivals like the Byron Spirit Fest. I've been to bush doofs and great tree planting festivals like the Planting and Sprout Festival. I've been to local small little scale festivals. And out of all of these things, what I come to realize, the importance of deep, intimate connection. And it's one of the things that I've found in my life that I am yearning for so much, this intimacy, this connection, and this just beautiful moment to be with people, be fully present and alive. And it's the thing that I'm scared of the most at the same time. It's like this complete paradox. It's like blows my mind still, is that like I'm drawn to it. And then when the opportunity arises, there's like a lot of resistance. And I really have to be present with myself to let go of that resistance and have the courage to step into these experiences that ultimately I know is going to help me grow and help me connect and help me be a better person in the world. But I find it sometimes so challenging. And, you know, on this journey, that's what I've realized. The biggest challenges often have the most reward. And so that's where I really feel the significance of breathing, having an awareness of the breath is so vitally important. And I just felt so just overwhelmed with the amount of positive benefits that this festival had on my life, especially the days after the festival. You know, it's now Thursday, the festival finished on Sunday, and I'm still feeling the benefits, you know, like fully uplifted and alive, really in this state that it feels really grounded and centered and very clear. And it's currently a new moon at the moment where there is an eclipse happening tonight, and generally that can be a good opportunity to observe whether, you know, there's any unresolved emotional trauma or imprinting that's coming to the surface that's looking to be healed and resolved. And I'm feeling really centered and really grounded. I'm feeling really good in myself, and I'm sure there's going to be many opportunities for me to continue doing the deep inner healing work. But just what I'm feeling into this moment right now is that I feel so grateful that I made the conscious decisions to attend this festival, to lean into the resistance and really expand that deeper sense of intimacy, ultimately with myself. That's what I'm realizing, you know, after being in this documentary on Liberated and seeing myself in reflection on this film, I started to realize, wow, I was so in a yearning. I was in a deep sense of yearning for connection, yearning for love, yearning for acceptance. And I was going in this crazy roundabout way to do that was accepted in that cultural ecosystem that was totally degrading to others and not actually positive for life. And to see myself in the embarrassment and the shame and the total like lack of acceptance for myself has been a huge process and journey for me to just bring back home, bring back into a compassionate, loving state, and actually have more deeper sense of connection and acceptance for myself in all of that sphere, and noticing that having a broader comprehension of how and why, and understanding the human behavioral patterns across time and space for humans throughout cultural history. It's given me a broader sense to recognize what is going on in the world right now and how does that apply to me. and how can I practice being more present, more aware, more embodied, and offer my life for those in service. And what I mean by that is kind of like this crazy reality, this crazy shift. It's like turned on its head, which is what I feel is happening on a broader spectrum in the world right now. So much changing at a rapid rate, even in my own microcosm, you know, moving house, traveling here, things coming and going, people leaving my life, and new friends and new circles, and then old people coming back into my life. It's like never before have we seen so much change happening on such a rapid rate. And what I keep returning to is having the diligence to continue practicing the simple little tools that I know is going to empower me to be able to navigate those times. And that's again where I want to emphasize the power of the breath. It's like so simple, right? It's so fundamental to every single one of us. We're all breathing all of the time. And, you know, statistics has showed that I mean, even just today, how many times did I check my phone for social media? You know, all the videos, all the likes, all the comments, all the things, scrolling through. But how many times do we check our breath? You know, it's such a great reminder to be aware of and notice. And is this current breath that I'm breathing at, is that serving where I want to be in my state? And so I just wanted to pose that to you guys to explore. How many times a day are you breathing? Are you breathing? Or how many times a day are you conscious of your breathing? And I mean, I've experienced so much transformational healing from being aware of the breath. And I feel like that is something that every single one of us can improve on, can grow with, and utilize it in a way that we can grow as individuals, but also grow as a community and with our friends. And I want to say a huge thanks to all the crew at the Grounded Permaculture Retreat, where we had this experience diving deep into permaculture. And I began to realize the deep interconnectedness of how the trees are breathing every single day, and then how that we also as humans are breathing every single moment, and the importance of that, and really recognizing the reflection, the mirror of how nature does it, and realizing that that too is a part of me, and that is how I am doing it. And so I just really wanted to thank you guys for just watching this episode. Keep your eyes out, because every week, every Thursday, I'm going to be dropping into one of these videos. It's going to be a video blog. It's a 90-day challenge. I want to thank you all for tuning in, for watching, and just let me know in the comments, what are the topics that you're passionate about? What are you inspired by? What do you feel is relevant in your story to be sharing on? If you could share your truth with the world, what would you say? I'm curious to know. Even send me a video, you know, like, I really hope and I intend for this little series of vlogs to become an opportunity and maybe a catalyst to witness you, and to see you step into your power and recognize that you have a voice, and that voice matters. And whatever it is that you are passionate about, whatever it is that you love and you brings you joy, I would love to offer you permission to go and do that. Because one thing that I'm also realizing in this moment in time is that with the immense amount of change happening in the world and within my own life, this human lifespan is exactly that. It is so short, it happens so fast, and sometimes, actually most of the times, we are the only thing that holds us back from doing what it is that we truly love. And if we can get over that hurdle, that barrier of realizing that it is us that is holding ourselves back from doing what we actually are passionate about and what we love, when we get out of our own way, we can steam ahead, steam forward. And I just wanted to invite you to step into what it is that you love to do, share, be. And thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know in the comments what it is your passion is, and I really look forward to hearing from you all. So nice to see you all. Thanks for tuning in. And I'll look forward to seeing you next week. Bye for now.